In our current society, this mask has become a symbol of freedom fighting. Guy Fawkes was the inspiration behind this mask and the movement that I will be talking to you about today. Guy Fawkes was the founder of activism through his attempts to collapse the government in the 1600s. But what is activism? Activism consists of efforts to promote political, economical, and environmental reform with the desire to change society. In particular, the movement that I'm going to be talking to you about today is fueled by activism, and that movement is Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street was a movement that had started on September 17, 2011 by a Canadian media group called Adbusters, which had sparked this movement to protest against wealth inequality and political corruption. Here's a brief clip of what it was all about.
2,000 protesters descend on Lower Manhattan. The New York City Police Department blocks Wall Street, and the protesters move to Zuccotti Park, where a culture of consensus takes root. Protesters camp for the night, and then for the week. Little does anyone know, the occupation is just beginning. Protesters receive scant media coverage during the first week, but a few cans of pepper spray, an army of citizen journalists, and close to 1,000 arrests are about to change everything.
We saw in the video you being sort of surrounded and just sprayed in the face.
Police test boundaries and pile hundreds into paddy wagons, and the world begins to watch.
Although the group that had made this movement famous was not the Occupy Wall Street group, but one that had supported it in the Anonymous group. The Anonymous group is one of the biggest hacktivist groups in the world today, who had risen to popularity due to the Occupy Wall Street movement. But what is hacktivism, which is what the Anonymous group consists of? Hacktivism is the use of technology to promote political agenda or social change. In simpler words, hacktivism is the use of computer and internet technology as a form of activism. Hacktivism is the future of activism due to a massive influence in technology in our lives today. So that leaves me with the final question that I want to ask you guys. Why is any of this important? Why is hacktivism, activism, or the Occupy Wall Street movement, any of this important? Well, that is due to the fact that change in our society is not brought by nature, because our society is dominated by humans and we control what we do on this planet. So, to put it simply, activism is change within our society as a whole.